What's the rest of what's been happening today on the local market? Earlier I spoke to Martin Lakos from Macquarie Private Wealth. Well, Martin Lakos, it seems a pretty uninspiring start to the week.
Yeah, Tiki, very much so, and it probably is not going to improve through this week with US trading going to be stymied with Thanksgiving Day on Thursday, so probably very little trade going through on Friday as well. Absolutely no doubt that the market is really fixated with Europe, but at this stage investors really don't know what to do. Trading volumes today, $3.3 billion, so once again no conviction on either buying or selling. And also give you an idea of where the market's trading. We were down 37 points at its worst and recovered to be down 14 points through the afternoon trade. Typically, to see how we've seen where the market's traded, we've had the energy sector up, materials down, consumer discretionary down, consumer staples up. They tend to trade in parallel. And then, of course, mixed from healthcare and the utilities as well. So very much no pattern at all at this stage.
I see the Qantas dispute now heads to arbitration. Some suggestion it could drag out for some time. What sort of impact is that likely to have on the share price?
Yeah, well, hopefully it won't drag out. We've got to see how the Fair Work Australia arbitration does pan out. There's no doubt that the Qantas have put out two notices today, one covering 3,800 employees and there's 1,600 long-haul pilots, basically saying they've had 20 to 50 meetings, they've tried to negotiate, they haven't been able to finalise, and they're now going to let the independent umpire make a final decision. So I think that there's some importance in this, and hopefully the independent umpire will actually move fairly quickly to resolve these issues. The share price down 2 cents at 164.
So the market's not worried about the unions taking the Fair Work Act to the courts?
Well, I think if you look at the notice from Qantas, there's a suggestion that might be the case, and that Qantas will also look to defend itself in that respect. So, yes, at the end of the day, if there's a drawn-out court case, we will see this drag on for shareholders, unfortunately.
The online recruitment company Seek has held its AGM. How encouraging are its assurances of earning growth ahead?
Well, look, they're painting a pretty positive picture here. The stock was up on the day, up about 7 cents, but they're really positioning themselves for growth. Not only have they put in a 9% price increase, which seems to be sticking, but their new acquisitions in Mexico, the joint ventures in Asia, seem to be doing very well. They're certainly looking to continue to attack both regional government space, healthcare space, and the SME space, and they're also adding new services into the system, so better functionality on their search engines as well as better services. So it was a pretty upbeat assessment of what the outlook is going forward, but there's no question that the employment arena is still pretty tough going.
Martin Lakos, thank you again for talking to Late Line Business.
My pleasure. Thanks, Tiggy. See you again.